The janitor at our pediatric hospital saved more lives than any doctor last year. Marcus worked nights, mopping floors and emptying trash cans while kids slept. Never said much, just nodded when you passed him in the halls. Been there 12 years, knew every squeaky tile, every flickering light, every corner where parents went to cry. But he had this habit of watching everything, memorizing patterns nobody else noticed. Started when he mentioned to a nurse that room 214's monitors beep differently than usual. Not faster or slower, just different. Like when your car makes that sound right before something expensive breaks. She brushed it off, said it was probably nothing. Machines act up all the time. 20 minutes later, that kid coded. They saved him, barely. Found out later his oxygen sensor had been malfunctioning for hours. After that, Marcus started keeping notes in his supply closet. Not medical stuff. He barely finished high school. Just observations. Which kids breathed weird, whose skin looked off under the fluorescent lights. Parents who paced in specific patterns when something was really wrong. Small things doctors were too busy to see. The nurses thought it was sweet but pointless. Some called him Detective Marcus behind his back. Not meanly, just amused. He'd been a mechanic before this job. Lost his shop in the recession. Said bodies were just machines too. They tell you what's wrong if you listen right. One night in February, he's cleaning near the nurse's station when this mom brings in her 8-year-old son. Kid's been vomiting for 4 days straight. Already been to 3 different ERs. Doctors kept saying stomach flu, anxiety, maybe acid reflux. Standard protocol, fluids, rest, bland diet, come back if it gets worse. The mom looked exhausted. That specific kind of tired where you've stopped trusting your own instincts. She kept apologizing for being there again, saying she was probably overreacting. The triage nurse gave her the paperwork for discharge, told her kids bounce back fast. Marcus watched them walk to the elevator. The kid was holding his mom's hand, but something about how he tilted his neck, like he was trying to balance an invisible weight on his head, made Marcus stop mopping. He'd seen that exact posture before, 3 times in 2 years, always right before things went bad. He caught the mom at the elevator doors, told her to wait, just 5 more minutes. She was annoyed. It was 2 a.m., her son needed rest, she had work in 4 hours. But something in Marcus's voice, maybe the way his hands shook slightly, made her pause. He found the attending doctor, some young resident pulling a double shift, mainlining coffee like it was oxygen, pulled him aside near the vending machines, said the kid reminded him of 3 other cases from the past year. Same neck position, same glazed look, same way of blinking too slowly. All 3 had been sent home with stomach bug diagnoses. All 3 came back in ambulances within 48 hours. The doctor almost dismissed him too. Started explaining about correlation versus causation, about how janitors shouldn't give medical advice. But Marcus pulled out his notebook, this beat-up spiral thing held together with rubber bands, showed the dates, room numbers, symptoms he'd observed, all documented in careful janitor handwriting. Even had the outcomes. 2 kids ended up in the ICU, 1 didn't make it. The doctor went quiet, asked Marcus what he thought was wrong. Marcus said he didn't know medical terms, but in his old shop, when multiple cars came in with the same weird symptoms, it usually meant a recall was coming, something systemic that looked like smaller problems. They convinced the mom to stay for 1 more test. She almost left anyway. Her insurance was already maxed out. She couldn't afford another false alarm. The doctor had to promise to waive the fee if nothing showed up. They ran an MRI at 3 a.m. Brain tumor, size of a walnut pressing on the brain stem, causing the vomiting. Another day or 2 and the pressure would have caused a stroke. The surgeon said if that mom had gotten on that elevator, her son would have been dead by morning. Marcus still works nights, still mops floors and empties trash. But now there's a protocol named after him, the Marcus check. When a kid gets discharged with stomach issues, someone's supposed to watch them walk to the exit. Look for the head tilt, the slow blink, the things that don't match the diagnosis. Last month, he caught another one. Different symptoms this time. A girl whose laugh sounded wrong after a minor fall. Turned out to be a hairline skull fracture everyone missed. The hospital offered him a position in patient advocacy. Better pay, normal hours, a real office. He turned it down. Said the patterns only show up at night, when the place is quiet enough to really see. The mom from that February night still sends him Christmas cards. Her son's 11 now, plays soccer, wants to be a mechanic when he grows up. Inside the last card, she wrote just 1 line. Thank God someone was really watching. Marcus keeps every card in his supply closet, right next to his notebooks. 47 saves and counting.